Hello, my name is Mike, and I'm going to show you how you can screencast yourself or get your students to screencast and couple it with peer assessment and evaluation. Now, this is going to be slightly awkward because I'm using a program called TechSmith Capture to show you how to install and use TechSmith Capture. Since I can't do both those things at once, what I'm going to do is use some screenshots that I've taken as visual aids. So, by the way, I apologize if Screencast has altered any of this since I made this video, but that's bound to happen with online tech tools. So the first thing you're going to do is create an account on screencast.com. So if you go to screencast.com, you're going to see a page like this. Click the sign up button and create an account for yourself. Now this is my library on screencast.com. This is my library. You will have your own my library. Yours, of course, won't look like this at first. You'll need to create some content and upload it. So you can see all the different content I've made over the years. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to click on Launch Recorder in the top right. Now see it counting down there. What it's trying to do, once it finishes counting down, is launch the TechSmith Capture app. Now I've told it not to launch the one I've already installed. It's already running actually as I'm doing this. But it won't launch for you because you don't have yours installed yet. So what you're going to do is click download and install down there. You'll download and install that app in the usual way. And once that's finished, the app will pop up and it'll look something like this. So once you have a script and some slides ready to go, or once your students have those things ready to go, what you're going to do is full screen your slides. The best thing to do might be to hold Alt on your keyboard and then tap Tab until you get over to the app. So it comes up over top of your slides like that. Then what you're going to do is click Capture. And at that point, it's going to, I don't have a visual aid for this, but it's going to ask you to capture as much of your screen as you want to capture. Probably the whole thing if you're using full screen slides like this. And once you have done that, it's going to present you with this control panel down here. Now you can take still images using TechSmith Capture, but we're going to assume you're going to make a video, so we're going to assume that you're going to make a voiceover over top of your slides, which you cycle through during your presentation, or your students as they complete their project. So you're going to click on the video camera, and that's going to present you with this next control panel here. You're going to see some options you can play with. If you want to, you can use your webcam to point it at yourself, but again, we're going to assume you're going to be speaking over top of some slides. You can change your preferred microphone. You can decide whether you want system audio to record, and you probably don't. You probably don't want notifications dinging in your screencast video. And once you're ready, you're going to hit record, the red dot. Then it's going to count down, okay? So it'll count down, begin recording. You can record for as long as you want. There's no time limit. And when you're finished recording, you're going to hit the pause button that's going to show up in the corner of the screen. And once you've done that, you're going to be presented with this control panel again, but it's going to have a square stop button instead of the record button. So if you're actually finished recording, you can hit record again, I believe, somewhere to continue recording. But then you can hit the stop button if you're finished, and you'll be presented with a preview screen. Okay, so this preview screen will look something like this. You can listen to your video before you decide whether you're finished with it completely or whether you need to record again. If you're happy with it, you can click Upload to Screencast. So that will upload your video to your My Library on screencast.com. And once that's finished, you're going to be presented with this screen. It'll say Upload Complete, And this right here is the link that you can, and anyone can use to access that video. So this is the link that can be posted to a discussion board, for instance, in your course using your school's LMS discussion boards, or anywhere you like. In the future, if you do want to get this link again, what you're going to do is you can go to My Library. Okay, so here's a video that I made, and you can either click on the share icon here and grab that link there. There's also an embed link, but you'll probably want to be using this one. I always do. Or you can view the video. Oops. Let's pretend there's a screen here. There's some issues with Flash happening right now. But anyway, once that you've clicked on the video, there's also a share button up here where you can get that same link. So there we go. So now you have the link, or your student has the link that they're going to share to the discussion board. You can view those links posted by your students to mark their project. And coming to the peer assessment part, they can view each other's projects and give each other a mark and or some feedback. So you will have created a rubric for them to do this with. It might be the exact same rubric you use to mark their work, or it might be different. You might also include some additional questions you want them to answer, such as what is something that your peer's presentation could have done better, some constructive feedback like that. You might also want them to note what they learned from viewing their peer's presentation. So they can fill that out and submit that peer assessment to a Dropbox, and you can do whatever you like with that. Pedagogical decision you'll have to make is, do you want students to be able to have an impact on each other's mark? Do you want the peer mark that student A receives from student B to actually make up a small portion of their mark for that project? Or would you prefer this to be simply a reflective exercise in peer assessment? So that's about it. I hope this video has been helpful, and happy screencasting.